Welcome to Vishesh Educational Videos. So in this video, I'm explaining for loop, for loop in Python. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. To get the notification of my new videos, please click the bell icon. So I'm going to begin the explanation of for loop. Now, why we need for loop? If we want to execute a block of code only a certain number of times, then we use a for loop with a range function. For loop supports a range function. What I told, if we want to execute block of code only a certain number of times, for example, I want to execute some part of code only for 5 times, or only for 4 times, or only for 3 times. Yes, I can do. I can execute that particular code for a certain amount of time. Yes, it's possible using a for loop. For example, see here. So here, print my name is. In this example, it will ask, it will print my name is, and I'm using a for loop after the print statement for I in range 5. See, 5. 5 means certain number of times. How many times? This output will be displayed a certain number of times, that is 5 times. So now you hope you understood. So a for loop, using a for loop, I can execute some part of code a certain number of times. In this example, I'm executing my name, I'm printing my name 5 times. I'm printing my name 5 times. For example, see here, first it will my name is, it will take first I value will be 0. What is the initial value? Initial value of I is 0. So it will 0, I of 0, it will print string of 0. Jimmy 5 times, it will print string of 0. Next, how many times? String of 1, Jimmy 5 times. You can see 0, 1. Next, Jimmy 5 times 2, Jimmy 5 times 3, Jimmy 5 times 4. So 0 to 4. How many times it's printed the name? My name is Jimmy. How many times it's printed? Jimmy 5 times. 5 times it's printed the name. So certain number of times. You can print any code certain numbers of times. Here in this example, I printed the name 5 times. Okay, I printed the name 5 times. Now, what is the syntax of for statement? The for statement, as the it contains the for keyword. You can see the for keyword, and also a variable name. A variable name is I. My variable, whatever the variable I am creating here is I. A in keyword, see, in keyword. Next, range function. So remember, range function can accept up to 3 values, but in this example, I have given only one value. So we will come to see about this. We will see this in the upcoming slides. So in this example, I've given only one value, but it can accept up to 3 values. Range function can accept up to 3 values. After the range function, I have a colon. After the colon, I have a code. Here the code, indented code is what? Print the Jimmy, print statement, that is Jimmy 5 times. So after the colon, we have a indented block of code. So these are the components of the for loop. Hope you're understanding, guys. Suppose if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Okay. Next. So this code I already explained. So this code I already sorry. So this code I already explained. First, it will take the I value as 0. It will print first statement, that is Jimmy 5 times in the 0. Next, this goes on until the value 4. Right, 0 to 4. How many values? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means it's a 5 times. Okay. So the first time it's run, the variable is set to 0. The print call in the class will print Jimmy 5 times 0. Then it goes on, right? Jimmy 5 times, Jimmy 5 times, Jimmy 5 times, until up to 4 it will print, because range value is 5. Already I explained this. But the variable I will go up to 4. You know that, right? 4. See, you can observe. The one thing I have to tell you. 5, the last value, the range is what? 5. The 5 is not included here. Up to from 0 to 4. 0 to 4 it will include. 5 is not included here. The last number will not be there. That is very important. No, you should know that, right? Yeah. Next, this is the flow chart. It will take the print my name, it will print it. So it will take the first loop value, that is 0. It will print it first statement, it will see second statement, third statement. It goes on looping for 5 times, that is 0 to 4. So after that it will come out of the loop. It will come out of the done looping. After done looping, it will come out of the loop. This is just a simple flow chart. Next, this is the second example for the for loop. That is, first I'm taking a variable total. I'm initializing the value 0 to the variable total. Now I'm using a for loop. You know the syntax of a for loop. For keyword, num is the variable, in keyword, range is the function. So what is the parameter I pass it to the function? Range is 101. So I told you it can accept 3 values. Here also I'm giving one. How many values? I'm giving only one value, that is 101. So what happens means total value is 0. Initially 0 plus num. Initially 0 plus num. Number should start from 1. 0 plus 1 will be 1. Again it will repeat. How many times this for loop will repeat? For loop will repeat 101 times. 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 4 7. See, like that it goes on repeating the for loop for 101 times. After executing the for loop for 101 times, first initially it will be what? 0 plus num. Number value starts from 0. 0 plus 0. Next, 1. 0 plus 1. Total will be 1. 1 plus 2 3. 3 plus 3 6. It goes on printing on how many number of times? 101 times. So total, after repeating the for loop for 101 times, the total will be 5050. So when the program first starts, the total variable is set to 0. The for loop then executes total plus num. How many times it executes? 100 times. 100 times. Because 0 to 100, 0 to 100, that will be equal to 101. Because I told you, you should not consider 101 last number. So until 0 to 100. Right? After finishing all the 100 iterations, the total will be 5050. This is a second example for a for loop. And for loop can be expressed in while loop. For loop can be also expressed in while loop. That is nothing but equivalent while loop. See, this is what is this first code is for loop. So this second code is for while loop. I expressed the same for loop in while loop. See, so print my name. This is the first statement. For loop, you already know that it's going to print the range value is 5. It's going to print the statement Jimmy 5 times. How many times it will print? 5 times. From the what is the value? 0 to 4. You already seen that, right? So 0 to 4 it will print that. So I mean now I'm going to consider this. I'm going to convert this code to while. For will be converted to while. How? Same. Print my name. Instead of for loop, I'm using a while statement. While I less than 5. But in before that, you should initialize the I value to 0. So it will print string of 0. Same print statement. You are going to update the I value to I plus 1. Initially 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1. Again 1. It will come to while loop. 1 less than 5. Yes. It will come. It will print it. Again it will update 1 plus 1 2. 2 less than 5. Yes. It will print again Jimmy 5 times. Again it will update 2 plus 1 3. 3 less than 5. Yes. So this also same code only. This also print the Jimmy 5 times statement. How many times? 5 times. Okay. Same, I converted the equivalent while for loop to while loop. You can do this. Okay. Now, as I told you, a range function can accept 3 values. So far, how many values in this example we considered? In examples, we considered only one values, but it can accept 3 values. We will see that. So when if for loop contains only one value, right? So it is only called as stopping value. If it contains 2 values, it contains starting value, stopping value. If it contains 3 values, first one is starting value, second one is stopping value, third one is stepping value. So we will see this. So this is the first example of a for loop. Here you can see how many values are there. two values are there. So for 12 is for starting, 16 is for stopping. It will start from 12. Where it should stop? It should start from 15. It should stop at 15. Why? Last number you should not consider. See, 12, 13, 14, 15. So how many arguments you passed? Two arguments I passed for range function. In the next example, so three arguments I am passing here. For example, 0, 10, 2. What is the meaning of it? 0 is starting, 10 is stopping. It should start from 0. It should stop at 10. But what is this 2? This is stepping. Stepping means how many steps it should increase. What is the value? 2. So 2 steps. That means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. See, 2 steps it should increase. Now again you can ask a question, why I have not included 10? Because it is a last number. Should not include 10. So it will stop at 8. So what is the 8? By intervals will be of 2. Intervals of 2. This is steps. Hope you are understanding. So next one more example. Same thing. Start, stop, and this is the step. But we have a negative value here. So it should stop at -1. -1 means see 5. But what is the step? What is the step value? Step value is also negative. That means you should go in reverse. You should go in reverse. Starting from 5, you should go in reverse. The value is -1. That's why. And you should stop at 0. Why you should stop at 0? -1. 0 -1. You know that, right? Last number I should not consider. That's why I should stop at 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I stop at 0 because -1 I am not going to consider. But what is the difference here? Here the step, it's the step value is negative. Negative. Negative means you should go in reverse. But what is the difference? 1 interval. 1 interval. You should go in reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You should stop at 0 because last number -1 is not considered. Okay. So that's it, guys. Hope you understood the concept. Suppose if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.